Speaking of the border, where in the world is the vice president? Well, not at the border. Harris visited Honduras in January to investigate the root causes of migration, but Kamala Harris has not been to the border in almost a year.
That's right. Fox News contributor Lara Trump joins us now. Laura, good morning to you. You know, with Title 42 possibly ending on Monday, felt like a good time to talk about Kamala Harris being the border czar. And despite having that title, she's only touched this issue firsthand a few times. She went to Guatemala and Mexico last year, as well as El Paso, Texas. That was considered her trip to the southern border. And then she went to Honduras in January. Doesn't seem like enough, though.
Yeah, I mean, Carly, it's almost laughable at this point to call Kamala Harris the border czar. In case nobody has paid attention over the past 14 months since she got that title, it's pretty clear to everybody that she does not ever intend, nor has she ever truly intended, on addressing the crisis at our southern border. You just said it. She made a handful of trips, one of them very embarrassing, to Guatemala. She's made a couple of phone calls. She went one time to the border, not even to the Rio Grande Valley, where the major thoroughfare is for people coming into America through the southern border. She has never intended on doing anything on this problem. And I think so many people at a certain point look at this and they say, you know, the fact that she's not even pretending to try here, coupled with the fact that our government continues to allow our laws on the southern border to be flagrantly violated on a daily basis to the tune of about 250,000 people last month alone, indicates to people that perhaps not only do they not care about it, maybe this administration wants these people to continue to come in. The reality is the Biden administration and Joe Biden, as you guys continue to talk about, has very little support around this country. People are not into anything that Joe Biden or the Democrats have done. They know they have lost a lot in their voter base. Right. So perhaps they just want people to pour into America. Maybe that's the plan. They never intended on actually addressing the problem.
And we spoke to a gentleman earlier talking about the state of emergency that's going to happen in his border community. And it's not just going to be his, Lara. It's going to be border communities throughout our nation. They don't even have an ability to quantify how bad it's going to get. And that is frightening. Meantime, want to get your thoughts on this. GOP primary election turnout is suggesting a red wave in the November midterms, while Democrats' own polling reveals generic Republicans leading generic Democrats by 8 points in battleground districts. Look at these numbers. Republican voters made up 54.9% of the voter turnout there. If Dems can't get their hardcore base to even show up in the primaries, what chance do they have of mobilizing the rest of the electorate come November, Lara?
Yeah, it doesn't look very good for the Democrats. Look, it's always harder whenever, your party usually loses when you're in the White House, right? We know that. But every American, no matter Republican or Democrat, has been impacted negatively by the policies of the Democrat Party. And so people do not want to vote against their own best interest. It becomes self-preservation at a certain point. No mom or dad is going to vote so that they cannot find formula for their child. No American wants to vote for more crime. No citizen wants to vote to pay more for gas and groceries. So at a certain point, people have realized the Democrats have failed them in an epic way here. And so they're looking to the Republican Party. That's why you've seen just in the primary on Tuesday, 30% more turnout for Republicans, and the Democrats are down by about 6%. I think that's going to hold as we head towards November. Democrats certainly have paid attention. And they're very nervous.
And I think this internal polling by the DCCC is so interesting. And apparently, because they are behind, we saw this with President Biden, too. Democrats are being instructed to attack House Republicans as MAGA Republicans. I don't think that strategy
and
is gonna
racist,
work.
which is ridiculous.
Really bad strategy.
Yeah. Laura, I got to leave it there. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us, as always.
Thanks, guys.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.